Hello, it's Rachel Zufa, and it is the time for all things spooky. So, today I'm going to share with you two short stories. This time of year reminds me of sharing stories with friends when you would gather around. Some of you perhaps campfires. I remember just sitting around in my friends' rooms or my room and us telling stories to try to scare each other. And the first story that I want to tell you is one that my good friends, Pilar and Marissa, shared with me. Now, I believe it is one that they created, and I can't remember which one did. And so I do have to give them a shout out. Now, normally, you'd have a flashlight underneath, but I'm recording this in the morning, so we'll have to make do. But imagine, if you will, that you decide you need a break, you need to get out, you want to go for a walk. And of course, it is autumn, and the leaves are crisp under your feet as you walk on the path. And as you go through a forest near to where you live, the birds are singing. It's still nice out. It's a perfect day, really, for a walk. And you're not really expecting anything. You're not really thinking anything. But you suddenly kind of feel a little startled. There's that feeling. You know that feeling? Like when something's right behind you. Maybe something's watching you to the side. Yeah, that kind of feeling. Then you hear it, a rustling, the leaves, and you know it's not the wind. Something is behind you. So you walk a little bit faster because you know up ahead there's a clearing. You don't want to go back the way you came because something is there. So you go a little bit closer, right, to the clearing. And that's when you hear a voice. And you're not really sure what it's saying. But then you make it out. Die. 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 Okay, so you have this thing behind you. You got this voice in front of you. What do you do? And to the sides of you, I mean, you're on a trail, to the sides of you, it's a bunch of bramble and shrubs. There really is no place to go. Forwards, backwards. You go ahead. And as you go ahead, you still hear this voice getting louder and louder and louder. Die. 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 Doesn't sound really good. No, it doesn't sound good at all. And now you're hearing that rustling, and it's getting closer and closer and closer. And, you're not an athlete, right? You're not too shabby, but you're going to be picking up your speed now. And any minute, you're going to enter that clearing. And that voice, that maniacal voice, screaming, die, die, die. What do you do? Do you go back and face whatever's following you? Or do you go straight ahead? And suddenly you don't have a choice, because whatever's behind you pushes you into the clearing. And it's there that you see the most horrendous thing you've ever seen. It is huge. It's bigger than you. It's tall. And it's covered in matted fur. And it's screaming, "Die! Die! Die! I must have die for my Easter eggs." Yes, it is the Easter rabbit, and he has run out of dye for all of the Easter eggs around him. And the thing that's pushed you into the clearing is another rabbit, saying, "I found all of the dye that you could want right here." It is a sight you will never forget. When I first heard the story from Pilar and Marissa, sisters, and I can't remember who first told it, we were sharing scary stories. I just about wanted to smack one of them. They told it so well. And when you're caught up in the moment of scary, yeah, they were awfully proud. I think we were at upper elementary, junior high, and yeah, that one got me. So thank you very much for this one. And the next one I want to tell you is one that I remember hearing. And I've seen it floating around online, so I do hope that you like it. Okay. This one will leave you with a question. And no, I'm not tricking you and making it humorous at the end. But there is something about telling stories. Sometimes we like to surprise you when it comes to fear, and sometimes we like to make you wonder. Got to get ready. So there are these two brothers I know, and they just moved into a house, and this is the best time to play hide and seek, right? Because nothing's really unpacked yet, and you have big cupboards and doors, and you're still discovering the house, and there's just something fun about being able to play hide and seek. You got this big backyard. They had a big backyard in the new house that they moved into, and they have all of the house inside to play with because their mom had said, "I gotta go, I gotta get groceries, I gotta get some stuff for the house," just some of the things that she hadn't brought with her from the other place, cleaning supplies and stuff like that. She goes, "So make sure you guys start unpacking." Start unpacking, please, like they're going to start unpacking. No, they're gonna go and play hide and seek. So they're having a good time, and one of the brothers goes to hide the younger one. Okay. And the older one's calling out for him. Because, sometimes like your little sibling doesn't quite get it. Maybe they'll call back and you find him. And he is having a heck of a time finding him in this place. And it's still new. It's still like a new place, new enough where there's little nooks and crannies and you don't know all the hiding spots yet. So he's looking around for him. And I don't know if you've ever moved into a new place, but they sometimes feel, I don't know, a little bit eerie, a little bit creepy because they're open and there's nothing homey about them yet. It's so vast and there's nothing personal. And so he's feeling a little uncomfortable because, moment before, him and his brother have been laughing and it felt like home. And now he doesn't hear his brother. And it feels like a tomb. So he's looking. His brother tends to like to hide in cupboards. And so he's like, "I know he's in one of these cupboards. Come on." So he's going through and he starts in the hallway. Big linen, closets and cabinets. Not there. Not there. Not there. So then he goes into the kitchen. Okay, same thing. Got a big pantry. Not there. But it also has some large lower cabinets. So he starts to open. Not there. And he's starting to get irritated now. Okay? What started out as fun was kind of annoying. And he's also kind of getting a little spooked. It's just so quiet. And he must not have been the only one who was spooked. Because as he opens up one of the cabinets and he peeks inside, he hears his brother call for him. And he turns around. And he starts to laugh like, ah, you couldn't stand it, right? And as he does so, something icy cold grabs his hand and starts to pull him inside the cabinet. And he screams. And he screams for his brother. And his brother comes running. And the hand that is on his own hand, it doesn't look human. Maybe once it was, but not anymore. His long nails, almost claws, and it's tinged blue, like something that's maybe been dead for a while, and it's strong, and it's pulling him in, and he screams, "Help! Help!" And his brother grabs him. And he pushes with his other hand against, the cabinet facing. And they manage to break him free. And the hand retreats. Now what if the hand had pulled him inside? What if? What if? What if? But it didn't. But what if? Thank you for joining me for a couple of stories today. I hope that you enjoyed them. Remember, stories shared are always the best. I wish you a very spooky, a very creepy, and a very spine-tingling Halloween. And with that said, good health.